backs, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State.
Saquon Barkley,
the numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 83 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Well, folks, once again, the fireworks have begun to go off before the teams even entered the stadium for this one. You had some overactive fingers on social media, if you will, and that continued to make this one of the most public and personal feuds in the NFL.
And remember back in the day, if you got your comeuppance from starting something like this, if you talked trash and got beat previously, you didn't talk trash before the next game, but that's not the way of the world in the NFL nowadays.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Wentz's pass forced to the ground.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yards is the distance. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants Add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And that is incomplete here. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks. And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Steps away. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
Sterling Shepard. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline. Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
1st and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, kid won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On second down, here's Bartlett. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really good at 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Eagles, nothing.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. 14-7, the final score. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Out to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Barkley. This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Giants.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to...
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Wentz going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Wentz. This is White on the screen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
The defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the 1st half of the season.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Running out of the gun with White. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
From the 44, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 34-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
25-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. He'll drop it underneath to White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. On play action, they'll throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Barkley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
3-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into it.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Smith catches left side. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And CD, if we're talking about regular season accomplishments, few things bring a greater amount of satisfaction than completing that 2-game sweep over your division rival.
Well, this has to feel good for the entire team and for the organization. But think about how great this has to feel for this offense and the starting quarterback in particular. The subject of so much scrutiny and criticism from this specific opponent, and now they've come out victorious 2 consecutive games against them. Break out the brooms. That's a sweep.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.